Premium upgrades. That's what we're going to be talking about in today's video, why I offer you 3 investment properties for sale in the Cleveland market. Let's dive in. First property I've got for you, 4015-4017 Memphis Avenue. This is a duplex in the old Brooklyn neighborhood. This is actually a personal rental of my own. In the coming months, you guys can expect to see a decent little chunk of my personal rentals coming out on the channel. Typically, it's not really our business model for me to sell a lot of my personal assets. Holton-Wise, we run a $50 million portfolio, and, up until this point, myself and the other owner, John, we've maintained about 20% ownership of that portfolio, and the model was really never to sell a lot of our rentals. But we got some big projects coming up, some super cool stuff that we're going to be doing. We're going to be expanding our flip business. We're going to be expanding that so much. What we really want to do is we want to give you guys a little bit more education. So we're going to blow up our flip business. Up until now, John and I, we've been flipping a lot of houses per year, but we haven't really promoted that on this channel because this channel is more about rental real estate. But I really want you guys to learn about everything and anything in the business. And there's a lot of you out there that, you're getting a little afraid of all this tenants from hell stuff. That doesn't mean that you can't make money in real estate doing other stuff. We make a lot of money flipping properties. Flipping properties is, something that funds a lot of our long-term investments. So what we want to do, we want to allow you to get in on that game with us and really expand it. We're going to be filming all of our flips now and putting out a new series, where we document our flips from the beginning to the end. And on top of that, we're going to allow investors just like you to invest in our flips. We're going to be creating several funds. These are going to be SEC regulated funds. These funds are going to be a little bit smaller, probably some mini funds like in the $5 to $10 million range. And what that's really going to allow us to do is it's going to allow us to open up opportunities for investors out there. The investors, you can continue to watch the content and learn how to flip properties in your own market. Or we're going to go through the SEC, get the fund, completely regulated and everything, and we're going to be able to offer investors who are accredited and non-accredited the opportunity to invest in our flipping business. So a lot of that's coming, and because of that, I'm going to be shedding some of my properties, really build up some capital to get that thing going. So that's why I put this property on the market, and I do something a little bit differently with a lot of my properties that I see a lot of investors not doing. So that's why we want to talk about the premium upgrades today. Like this duplex, I've priced this a little bit higher than what you're normally used to seeing. I've got this thing at $99,900. And the reason being, I get $1,500 a month in rent out of this thing. The reason I get so much rent is I keep this thing in tip-top shape. As you go through the footage here, you'll see that I'm finishing up my most recent renovation. This property's been a great earner for me. Middle of last year, it actually caught on fire. So, we got the insurance money out of that and we completely rehabbed it again. So we're gonna go back to getting that $1,500 a month. But this thing is put together. The roof, less than a year old. You'll see new kitchen cabinets in there. We got tile in the bathrooms. We got the nice paint, the beautiful hardwoods. This is how you get a premium rent, and this is how you get tenants to stay for a long time. Had my house not caught on fire, those tenants that were previously in there would have just continued to rent. I got brand new windows all throughout, so we can get this rented to cash paying tenants. We can also rent it to Section 8 tenants. On top of that, some other things that are great with this property because it's had so much renovation work done to it. There is no older plumbing lines in the property. Everything is like totally new. There is no galvanized lines, waste lines, anything like that. We have all brand new plumbing, tons of new electrical. I'm not talking just the panels either. I'm talking the electrical wires throughout. So this thing, you know, this is an earner. You're going to get that $1,500 a month. You know, for those of you paying attention at home, you hear the 1% rule. If a property's going to have a price to rent ratio of 1% or higher, you're making money. Well, this is 1.5%, and you're going to get solid, stable tenants that want to stay because these are some of the nicest units in the Old Brooklyn area.
Make sure you're subscribed to our investor mailing list. We are going to send you an email with the latest investment properties for sale every single day at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can expect a full video offering just like what you've seen today in every one of these emails.
Next property I've got for you guys, 3319 Saratoga. Again, another one from my personal portfolio. You know, if you look at this thing is another example of how much more money you can make if you spend the money up front putting in those premium upgrades. I mean, look at that backsplash on that kitchen. You know, those of you out there, you know, you're running your spreadsheets, you're running your numbers, and you're thinking like, oh, I don't want to spend this extra $4 or $5 grand to upgrade my kitchen because it's only going to increase my rent $50 a month. It's not just about that $50 a month, guys. You know, it's about the fact that the tenants want to stay long term, and we could increase their rent at turnover. You know, the tenants I got in there, they're paying $9, $10. I think they're on their 3rd year of tenancy, could be their 2nd year. I don't 100% remember. But that's where the money is really, really made, when you can keep those tenants in there. And the only way you're going to keep them in there long term is if your house is nicer than the neighboring houses. So, you know, $59,900, we're pulling in $910. Everything is done for you. The property's beautiful. You know, again, the only reason I'm selling this one is to just funnel in my new ventures because I really see an opportunity in bringing my flipping business to those investors out there who watch this show. I want you guys to get the opportunity to either learn how to flip properties yourself in your own market, or I want to give accredited and non-accredited investors the opportunity to invest in my flipping business out here in Cleveland. So this property, just another great earner, not really much to talk about. I feel like the video tour and the rents that I'm getting really explain the story. Again, I'm just shedding some of the properties in my personal portfolio because it's time to really ramp up, pour some gasoline on my flipping business, because I want to give investors out there the opportunity to learn from the properties we're flipping so they can make money flipping them in their own market. And I want to give all you guys out there that are scared of these tenants from hell the opportunity to still make money investing in the Cleveland market. So again, we're going to be opening up a fund, several mini funds in the $5 to $10 million range. Both accredited and non-accredited investors are going to have the opportunity to invest in our flipping business. There's going to be more info on that to come. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and the next property, the 3rd property, that's one that's not in my personal investment portfolio, and it's one that hasn't been upgraded with premium upgrades. So I want to give you guys the opportunity to see what we need to do to that property to get it to perform well, just like this one here on Saratoga or the duplex on Memphis at the beginning of the video.
If you would like Holton-Wise to sell a property you already own in a video just like this one, send an email to sales@holtonwise.com.
3345 West 88th. This neighborhood right now, as I'm talking to you, is a little bit more distressed than the Saratoga and the Memphis. You know, a little bit north here, if you look at my ultimate guide to grading Cleveland neighborhoods, I consider those to be in a C-class area, whereas I consider this one to be in a D-class area. The thing is, I think this area is a huge opportunity. We are totally down to manage in this area. We manage hundreds of units in this area, even though it is a D-class. I love this area because the location, guys. When you Google Cleveland or you're watching this from, you know, out of town, you hear all this stuff about the resurgence in Cleveland, all that jazz, how there's like neighborhoods, huge uptick, things like that. The big 3 neighborhoods they're talking about, okay? They're talking about Gordon Square, Ohio City, and Tremont. What neighborhood borders all 3 of those? This neighborhood right there, okay? You've already missed the bus on investing in Gordon Square, Ohio City, and Tremont. People are already going in and buying, building new construction, townhomes. People are going in buying homes for $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $800,000, okay? The bus has already left the station to make a ton of money investing in those neighborhoods. Now you got to look at what's next. In my opinion, I think this area is next. It's ripe for opportunity, right? The prices are so damn cheap right now. We're able to invest in them just as pure cash flow opportunities, and we have that possible appreciation down the road. That's why I love this neighborhood. On top of all that stuff I just mentioned, another thing why I think this neighborhood is going to do really well, Metro Health, huge hospital, right in this neighborhood. They've committed to spending close to $1 billion on neighborhood redevelopment. I'll put a link to what they're doing in the show notes so you can see exactly what's going on. So for this property specifically, right, $29,900, it's currently rented at $750. Now this one, it's a little similar to that Saratoga property, but it's actually bigger. We got another bedroom here. I think we can get the total market rent up to $1,000 a month at the next turnover. I don't think it makes any sense to remove this current paying tenant, right? Just pick it up for $29,900, continue to put that cash flow in your pocket. We don't want to create, additional turnover. So let's just make money. It's cash flowing very, very well at $750 a month. And when the tenant moves out, you will have to do some renovation work. So go above and beyond. When you do that renovation work, do the normal stuff, but then go ahead and do those premium upgrades so your property is one of the nicest ones in the neighborhood. That's why I do so well on Saratoga. That's why I do so well on Memphis. So go ahead, spend the extra money. Don't do like a small, just quick turnover. Spend about $10,000. Get yourself a beautiful kitchen. Get yourself a beautiful bath. Kitchens and baths, man. That's what sell houses. On top of that, you can go in and you could replace all the windows. You're looking at like $150 a window or so, maybe $200 a window. Don't quote me on that exactly, somewhere in that range. And then you'd have the opportunity to offer your property to cash paying tenants or Section 8 tenants. And I think with premium upgrades, $1,000 a month will be no problem to the cash paying tenants. Honestly, if we go the Section 8 route, we may even be able to get that up like to $1,150. Depending on what Section 8 is going to value that property at. So just a great opportunity. The neighborhood, a little bit extra risk right now, but that's completely built into the price, $29,900. I mean, that's cheap. Like some of you guys have SUVs that cost more than that. And I really see a huge upside to this neighborhood, a lot of opportunity. Holton-Wise doing a lot of business in this neighborhood. I see this as the next big thing in Cleveland. That's all the properties I've got for you today. I think all three of these are going to be great investments. Depending on where you are in your investment career, some may be better for you than others. If you're like extremely risk adverse, I think, the West 88th one is the one you want to stay away from. If you just want something like totally easy, totally turnkey, totally, you don't have to do anything, Memphis and Saratoga, that's going to be for you. If you're a little bit more entrepreneurial and you're looking long term, I think the best opportunity in the video today is going to be that West 88th property. So for everybody that wants to make an offer, shoot me an email, jameswise@holtonwise.com. Put my contact info in the show notes below. Have your money ready, have your proof of funds ready, have your pre-approval letter ready. Whenever I send out these videos, whenever I email these properties, they move quick. A lot of times we'll email these out, properties will sell in one day. So have your ducks in a row, have your money ready. If you don't have your money ready right now, I have money for you. I can get you my list of lenders. They'll loan to guys all 50 states, so it doesn't matter where you live in America. If you want to invest in these properties, I have lenders who will take care of you. Just shoot me an email, jameswise@holtonwise.com. I'll get you my list of lenders. You may not be fast enough to buy these 3 properties, but hey, guess what? I'm going to send out more properties tomorrow, the day after, and the day after that. So subscribe to the channel, get pre-approved, keep watching, keep learning. As always, I'm James Wise with Holton-Wise, and this is Real Estate Investing Made Easy.
Ohio is widely considered to be one of the top rental markets in the entire United States. This is because here in Cleveland, our housing prices are low and our rental prices and demand are high. At Holton-Wise, we provide the complete turnkey solution for all real estate investors, whether they are local, out of state, or even abroad. As real estate brokers, we will provide you with agent representation to help you buy properties ranging from single-family homes to large apartment complexes. We even have referrals for lenders who can provide investment property loans to investors located in all 50 states, allowing you to capitalize on the use of leverage or other people's money. We have referrals to top-notch title companies so you know that all of your transactions are safe and secure, with every single property being delivered to you with clear title. Once you close on the property, we have an investor-focused insurance brokerage who can handle all your property insurance needs. This insurance brokerage handles auto, home, life, and business policies, but they specialize in working with policies for landlords. We also have full-service property management. We can handle all rental property advertisements, tenant placement, rent collection, evictions, maintenance, landscaping, construction, and repairs. In addition, Holton-Wise also offers digital media and education. One day, when you are ready to sell your investment, Holton-Wise, as the #1 seller of investment properties in the greater Cleveland area, can market your property in a video just like this one to our worldwide base of investors who are looking to capitalize on the high cash flow opportunities in the Cleveland, Ohio market.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on our latest content, including video tours and analysis of investment properties that are available for sale, real estate investment education, and our most interesting encounters with tenants from hell. Holton-Wise, real estate investing made easy.